shut off all my alarms in my Victron battery monitor last night so it wouldn't beep on me this morning, so I'm really curious on how low it is. My fans stayed on all night long, and we kept nice and cool. 2%. My goodness, these SOK batteries held on all night long for us. Battery voltage is at 11.22. Today, we need to drive and get some juice back in here. My gosh, what a way to start a trip. With dead batteries. Today is officially the first day of my summer road trip, and my plan today is just to get everything done that I need to before we drive out of the last major city that we're gonna see for a little while. So I need to get an oil change, some groceries, things like that. Not very exciting stuff, but normal things that you need to do before you set off on a big adventure. Because me living in a van full time, I didn't prepare for this because I got everything in my home that's usually ready to go. I just need to top up on some supplies. Oh, the sun's coming out. And right now we're pulling in, what are we at there? 422 watts of power from the alternator. I filmed so much stuff today that we're actually going to break this up into two separate videos. I'm going to keep all the pavement stuff on today's video and the epic backcountry day on tomorrow's video. All I got to say about tomorrow is my engine did something that made me turn around. I'll leave it at that. We just pulled into Squamish, BC, and I don't know why, but my first stop was I got to go see how many people are sleeping at the Walmart. There's a lot of them here. A lot. It's definitely a better situation than it was when I came through here at the beginning of the last travel season. There was a lot of like broken down, squatting for months and months kind of vehicles in here. These guys, well, all look like their vehicles are drivable. Wow. There's some nice rigs here, some nice ProMasters. That one's from Maryland. That was a nice Transit too. Ontario, BC, California, this little teal colored one. Oregon, another California. Yeah, definitely in a lot better shape. Before, I think they were just squatting here for like a year, 6 months. Big, huge buses, all broken down. This one here, this parking lot looks like it'll probably clear out when everybody wakes up, which is what it should be like. I don't know why that was my first stop in Squamish. Just making a pit stop here this morning. I got a few things that I need to do because we just literally rushed off the island yesterday. So I need to grab some groceries, possibly do an oil change, stop at Canadian Tire for a few things. But first we need to do the usual morning routine. Coffee and yeah, can I get a large coffee, 1 cream, 1 sugar? Let's go give the van a bit of a wash. I actually have to clean out some of my screens. After all that dust we had, my back window screen is caked full, and so is my screen for my roof vent. So we're gonna spray those out. Oh, this thing's dirty. Well, that's my roof vent. And my screen from my window. That's kind of gross. That thing, what's going on with that thing? What the heck? Oh, it's got a vacuum, it's sucking inwards. Why did it stop? Oh yeah, okay, let's try again. That was trippy. There it goes again. Some small repairs I found we need to do Looks like one of the wires came out of this light. So I need 2 lights in BC here to light up the license plate. One of the wires has come off and this thing is hanging down, so we're gonna need to strap it up there somewhere. And I think that's what happened. I think how this was secured up, came loose, and then yanked at the wire. Not a big deal. I got zap straps and stuff with me. So good to be out here on the road right now. So I don't know if you guys noticed in the last video, I don't even know if I showed you, I bolted some new lights to the front of the van. I'll keep you guys posted on what I feel about them. And these ones are a bit better secured. They're still mounted onto the hood mount ones, which I don't really like. We're actually making ones that mount to here. They'll be on my store soon, but keep you posted on how these work. So far, they're not taking on any water on the inside. That one, on the other hand, from years ago, has taken on so much water inside that the lights in the front are blinking. Hey. It's like a disco party up there now. That's okay. I'm not a very big fan of the overhead light bar. I don't use it as often. These are the 2 that I use the most. My go-tos. I love the amber on the top of the hood because it just cuts through a lot of that fog and stuff out there, and on rainy days the amber is beautiful. But the ones down here are the ones I love the most. They completely light up the road. They light up the trail so well. I'll keep you updated on how these things are working out. So far I kind of like them. Oh, there's a fresh fruit stand. I hope they're open before we leave. BC strawberries, Okanagan cherries, raspberries, blueberries, Chilliwack corn. Yes! Top up on some fresh fruit and some fresh corn. Yeah, buddy. Gonna hit the gym this morning here and have a shower. We'll find out. I better enjoy this one. Whoa. Because I think there's gonna be a lot of river, creek, and lake showers for the whole summer. We only have a few of these gyms along our travels. All right. Drop this bad boy in there. I don't have any glass cleaner. We're gonna have to go buy some. I should have grabbed a bottle from the shop before I left. I've been keeping this little book in my van, keeping track of everything, like when the engine repair was done, when the first oil change was done, now this one here. I never did this before, so I'm starting to do this now that way I've got a record, because before I'd forget. I wouldn't know. Getting new wiper blades. He just asked me if my passenger would like a milk bone. Beautiful. You get a milk bone, Daddy paid the bill and you got the treats. Oh, I said that word. Oh, darn it. Thank you. Thanks, guys. You bet. See you, man. Have a good day. We are going to take you for a doggy bath, Mr. Cruisy Bear. All right, buddy. Come on. Just before we left, Cruz was rolling around in the dirt outside of the shop. He was so filthy and disgusting. I just about didn't want to let him sleep inside the van. But the look on his face, he was just so proud of himself. And he actually doesn't mind the bath. Afterwards, he always gets super stoked. Well done, buddy. You're white again. Look how white you are, bro. Hey? No more rolling around in the dirt, all right? I got Cruzy a little watermelon. Want a watermelon? It's a big treat. You're looking nice and clean, Cruzy. Hey, you're looking nice and clean. Next stop, I am going to get some fruit. these look good.
Perfect. Great.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Here we go, baby. Look at those raspberries. Oh, our boy. What a way to kick off a summer trip. Everything in the van is locked and loaded and ready to go. My fridge is full of food for me. My cupboards are stacked full. The freezer is packed full of dog food for Cruzy because he eats all raw food. So I always like to overstock with all the ones that he loves before we leave, because sometimes the smaller communities, it's a little bit harder to find raw food. Now these guys are gonna go and have some fun. I'm gonna pull over up here and clean my windows. You can't see anything. There's like little specks of bugs and all sorts of stuff in there. Hey buddy, I'm gonna clean the window for you so you can see. Wow, what a beautiful view. I don't know if you guys can see the lines on the mountain back there. That's the ski hill. We are just driving through Whistler, British Columbia. Trying to get as much solar production as I can. My batteries are still really low. Here we go. This is a beautiful spot. But if you look up on the mountain over there, the lines of the ski hill up there. Right up there. That's one of the ski hills. I think the color of this lake and the murkiness of the water is caused from it being glacier fed, because it's a little murky, and you see this quite a bit when you're up in areas and there's a lake below a glacier. It's always got this murkiness and this super rad color to it. That's a pretty dope little spot. Oh, I'm excited to see out my windows now. Oh yeah, that's way better. Now we can see again. Yeah, buddy. Ah, beautiful. All right, so from here, we are leaving cell service for a little while, going up into the mountains through to Lillooet, British Columbia. This hill is a doozy, and I haven't been up this hill with the new engine yet, and I'm stoked, because my last engine used to go super slow. Come on, still got power. Van's doing okay, and I'm loaded with fuel. Loaded. Back tanks, main tank, loaded. This is the corner that used to crush any momentum I had. It's a bit of an S-curve here. Man, I used to struggle on this hill. All right, wish me the best. Let's go! Come on, girl, you got it. Ooh, she's steep. 40K. 50K. Chugging along just fine. My other one, I used to have to put my foot right to the floor, and we'd be doing like 25, 30K up here. Like to the point that I'm worried that if it slows down anymore, we're gonna go backwards. This bigger 5.4 liter engine, just beautiful. Look how red that is. Get out of here, fly. We made a little pit stop here so Cruzy Bear can have some food. It's breezy right here, man. It's been a smoking warm day out here. This is where my pavement adventure ended today. And this is where our video today is going to end as well, too. Because right after this, I turned up a backcountry road, and it was like the longest, most beautiful, most scenic backcountry road I've ever driven on. And I hope my camera and my drone captured how epic that was. So it was like grassy meadows, like hundreds of feet below the road that I was driving on. Huge, huge mountains with big rock faces on the top and some smaller glaciers and stuff up there. My gosh, it was to die for beautiful. I got 12 kilometers into the road and my engine started to well, you'll have to come back and watch tomorrow's video. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. My stomach twisted upside down, and I was like, oh, I gotta turn around. My first thought was, is my mechanic gonna be able to drive out here and come get me? Thankfully, he didn't have to. All right, you guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow.
Yeah, you go wherever you want, buddy. Just don't come in here. What is that? What is that, buddy? Get it. Get it, Cruzy, get it.